The one thing you can do to make narcissists leave you alone forever. If you're tired of being manipulated, controlled, and mistreated by narcissists, there is something you can do to make them leave you alone forever. Narcissists have a distorted sense of self-worth and believe that they are not perfect, leading them to behave inappropriately in social situations in an attempt to make a good impression on others. However, it's important not to blindly accept the words of a narcissist, especially if they are being arrogant and making extravagant claims. In short, it's harmful and tragic. They experience persistent feelings of inadequacy and anxiety about future failure, and despite their wealth, their mental health will not improve. In short, it's harmful and tragic. They experience persistent feelings of inadequacy and anxiety about future failure, and despite their wealth, their mental health will not improve. Narcissists have a distorted sense of self-worth. As a result, they may behave inappropriately in social situations because they are concerned about making a poor impression on others. Narcissists are often motivated by a desire to improve themselves. However, we can't take the words of a narcissist at face value, especially if they are being excessively arrogant and making extravagant claims to support their behavior. This is not a sign of healthy self-esteem and suggests that they are unhappy with their lives. There is evidence that vulnerable narcissists struggle with self-hatred. In short, it is harmful and tragic. They experience persistent feelings of inadequacy and anxiety about future failures. Despite their wealth, a narcissist's mental health will not be improved. No matter how much effort a narcissist puts into planning, lying, or manipulating, these three things are always reliable indicators of their true nature. Narcissists feel deep, persistent sadness because of the harm they cause. They hide their true emotions of pain, fear, and misery behind a facade of happiness, confidence, and material success. Even though they may have everything that life has to offer, their anxiety persists. No one, no matter how great they may seem at the time, will be able to save the narcissist. Their destructive motivation is centered on a preoccupation with power, which they may be unable to let go of, even if they want to change their ways. Simply put, narcissists have little chance of success. They have, in the simplest terms, set themselves on a course of action from which there is very little chance of reversal. This means that the narcissist may have some stable aspects of their life. However, your success poses a threat to theirs, and you will understand why if you can grasp this concept. Understanding their goals is essential for understanding their actions. They are their own worst enemy, and this realization can shed light on why they are doomed to a life of suffering, and why you should not fear or envy them. In this video, I've also demonstrated how to do this in practice. Narcissists seem to be cursed with an endless string of misfortunes. They always have this handy when they go out, as the constant presence of the problem makes them feel vulnerable when they are alone. Narcissism is a stigmatized character flaw that often leads to negative consequences. Another challenge for narcissists is their never-ending quest for self-improvement. There is nothing they can do or have that will ever be enough to satisfy them. They are never content with what they have and constantly demand more. However, despite all of this, they continue to feel depressed and empty inside. They keep thinking that there must be more to learn and do. The narcissist doesn't seem to understand that material success and external praise cannot fill the void within them. They will never be happy with what they have because they are cursed with the green-eyed monster of jealousy. Those who are unhappy with themselves because they constantly compare themselves to others have learned the hard way that this is a surefire way to never be satisfied. It is not just difficult for narcissists to accept defeat when they are wrong. They don't have anything or anyone that brings them joy. However, narcissists are known for abusive behavior towards their victims, to the point where the victims actively try to avoid them. They have never had the ability to make self-interested choices. Instead, they constantly strive for more, requiring more people and resources. They will never be freed from their fear, as they have already been claimed by hell. At any time, someone could speak up and expose their hypocrisy or make them pay for their lies. Because of this, narcissists are always concerned about how they are perceived by others. Their constant worrying prevents them from being able to relax. Narcissists believe that other people only care about them for what they can gain from them, and therefore feel entitled to the same favorable treatment they have always received. They are afraid of being deceived or discovered. Whenever my narcissistic friend felt inadequate or jealous, she would try to cover it up with clever repartee. Her humor often belittled others. In order to obtain narcissistic supply, create social rapport, and downplay their flaws, some narcissists use humor. In this video, I discuss how narcissists can use humor, but take note, this is no laughing matter. Narcissists are particularly vulnerable to the paralyzing effects of fear due to their unhealthy self-obsession. Their main concern is that the truth will eventually come to light. And that's exactly what they have been trying to avoid at all costs: embarrassment. The first impression is not always the best indicator of future success. If they can keep their plans secret, they won't have to worry about being exposed. Narcissists' defensive, insecure, manipulative, and paranoid behaviors are a result of an abnormally high level of anxiety. Ultimately, narcissists will be disappointed over and over again due to their inflated sense of expectation. When it comes to inviting people into their inner circle, they are extremely selective. They were so full of themselves that they thought they were superior to everyone else. Because they can never injure and dominate people in the way they desire, they sink deeper and deeper into a pit of despair. They may expect something, but never receive it, which can affect their view of the world. The narcissist's inflated sense of entitlement makes them prone to frequent outbursts of anger and depression when they don't get what they want. They behave like spoiled children when they don't get their way. Constant disappointment is inevitable for narcissists because they refuse to accept reality and admit that they have no control over the actions of others or the outcomes of the situations they find themselves in. Their need for complete control over everything will be their downfall. As a result, the narcissist's life is, to put it mildly, not a bed of roses. Because of this, narcissists tend to become annoyed when they see others having a good time. Tragedies, disappointments, and pain await them forever. The general public's belief that narcissists may be able to change is at odds with the fact that those who refuse treatment will not receive any. The narcissist has to make the decision to improve themselves. Whether or not they choose to alter their behavior is beyond our control. However, narcissists are aware of the need to present a polished image. They would much rather act than be themselves in real life. They would rather put on a show of happiness, passion, and love to gain acceptance. They bring pain into the world and then blame everyone else for it. Their inward focus prevents them from understanding other people's perspectives. They are quick to anger and find even the smallest problems to be insurmountable because they are miserable. Humans are just pawns in their game of domination and control. Many married people artificially create feelings of unity in their partnerships due to the emotional excesses of the modern world. Defeat, despair, and melancholy are the only constants in their lives. What they really want is for everyone else to experience what they are feeling. Remember this even if the narcissist appears happy for the moment. You may be led to believe that everything is fine when it is not. One should never, ever be envious of the narcissist. I hope this has been helpful for the umpteenth time. Please spread the word and give it a thumbs up if you found this video useful. It was nice to spend some quality time with you today. Please hit the subscribe button and enable bell notifications if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it. Thank you very much for all your help.